My name is Lucy Church, and I'm going to be conducting your one-on-one training session today.
Awesome, I'm pumped.
Great attitude. So we're going to do 3 different parts of this workout. We're going to have a warm-up consisting of 3 different exercises, and then we're going to have the more vigorous exercise session. I think there's about 5 exercises in there, and then we're going to finish with a cool down that I think has about 3 exercises as well. We're not going to go too hard today overall because you said yourself you don't have the highest level of physical activity, and you do have a prior knee injury to your meniscus, right?
I do indeed.
Alrighty. Well, we'll get started with our warm-up. The purpose of a warm-up is to get your body warm, your muscles warm so that they're ready to perform exercises and so that you don't get injured. Alright?
Cool.
So, I'm going to tell you about each motion, and then I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and then I'm going to have you do it.
Cool.
All right? So the first motion that we're going to do is high kicks. So what this is you are going to kick your leg out as high as you can, and you're going to hold your arm out, and you're going to try, you don't have to, it's not part of it, but you're going to aim to touch your toes with that. And I believe we are going to be doing 2 sets of 20 reps. So that means that we are going to kick our legs out 20 times. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and so on until we get to 20. We'll take probably a 30-second break, breathe a little bit, and then we're going to finish the next 20, all right?
Cool.
You want me to do it with you?
Sure.
Okay, so let's start. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, good job. You already starting to feel a little warm? Your blood pressure going up? All right, great. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to move on to the next one.
Cool.
And with this one, you can keep a slight bend in your knees. You don't have to keep it perfectly straight. If you want to bend them a little bit to go up, if that helps you, that's totally fine. And if you want to make it more difficult, you can throw your leg up even higher if you want. Whatever works for you. You ready?
Yep.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Alrighty, so our next one is going to be more of a stretch, but it's also going to still get your body warm. We're going to be working on quad pulls, so it's going to be a diagonal movement. So we're going to start out, you don't have to do it right now, you can just watch me. We're going to start out, we're going to grab one leg, we're going to put it to our butt, or as close as we can, as far back as your leg will go. And it's better, instead of keeping the quad forward, you're going to want to pull it back as much as you can. And with the opposite arm, we're going to raise our arm. So you might want to watch out for that lighting fixture there. And we are going to do, I believe, 10 of each of these 2 times. All right? You want me to do it with you?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
Left.
we can start left here. Alrighty. 1.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll drop it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. That one's not as hard as the fly kicks, in my opinion. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I agree.
That one's not as bad?
Yeah,
All right.
it just feels better.
Yeah, do your quads start feeling a little more stretched out, a
For
little
sure.
warm now? All right, good. Ready to do it again?
Yeah.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Test your balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, excellent job. So we just have one more for our warm up. And so the last one, We're gonna need to get down on the ground. I'll show you first again, kind of explain it to you. This is gonna be Spider-Man steps. So, it's kind of like how the name says. You're gonna get down, you're kind of starting in a plank position, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your knees up to your elbows, and then you can either walk with it if you want, but we don't have enough room to walk. So, what I'm gonna have you do is we're just gonna raise our knees to our elbows. And I believe we're gonna do this 10 times, 10 repetitions, 2 sets. Want me to do it with you?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me give you enough room there. Alright. And you're gonna wanna make sure to keep your hips a little bit lower.
Okay.
Make sure they're not as elevated. And then we'll begin. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that one's a little bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah, works your core.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that one's a little bit difficult for you, which is totally fine, it's a bit difficult for me, I'm just going to let you know that you can modify it in certain ways to make it easier. I'm breathing a little bit hard here. So you can, I believe, you don't have to bring your knees all the way up to your elbow. You can bring them about halfway up if you feel like that's going to give you a workout as well. So that's pretty helpful to simplify that one a little bit.
Cool.
Ready for the second set? Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, good job. We're done with the warm-up.
Now onto the workout.
Now we're on to the more vigorous part of it. So, now that your heart rate's elevated and all that good stuff, we are going to start with a little bit of a more simple exercise. We're going to need a chair. You don't have to use a chair. That's just what we have. So, this one is going to be a step up. And what you're going to do with it is you are going to do this 3 sets, 10 times. So what we're going to have you do, you can use your hand if you want, if that helps you with balance. We don't want you to hurt yourself. I'm going to move it away from the light fixture. So you're going to put one foot up, and then you're going to use this lower leg to kind of propel yourself up and go back down. And it helps to pump your arms while you do that. So you go down, down, up, up, down, down. So it's like 1, that counts as 1, and then you do that 10 times. You ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I can hold the chair for you, and I can count for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, 1, 2, alright. That's okay, that's okay. We'll start off at 1.
Okay.
So you're going up. Good job. Got 1 there, alright.
Now this leg.
You can if you want, you don't have to alternate, whatever's easier for you. You're at 3 now. Good job. 4.
I gotta be on pace.
Yeah, the timing can be a little hard. 5, very nice. 6, you're doing good. 7, 8, yep, starting to feel the burn. 9, good job. And 10, alrighty, we'll take a quick 30-second break. How do you feel?
Good, not as bad as those Spider-Man.
Spider-Mans were more difficult.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright,
I
that's
think more
good to
just
know.
like my core needs some work.
Gotcha.
I use my legs a lot, so.
Okay, so your legs are pretty strong, so these are easier for you.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know. You ready for the second bout?
I'll try.
Alrighty. 1, good job. 2, 3, 4, 5, nice rhythm.
Thank you.
6, 7, 8, 9, almost done. One more. go. All right, that was really good form. I saw you using your arms there. A lot of people, when they think of pumping their arms, they'll think chin to hip.
Yes.
Well, just like in a different way. Like some
Okay.
people think like chin to hip, especially with
Okay.
sprinters. They'll go like, just think chin to hip
Yeah.
kind of thing. But whatever works for you. And so we're gonna move on to our second exercise, which is gonna be mountain climbers. So, we're gonna move this out of the way. We will use that again, just not right now. So for mountain climbers, it's gonna be a lot of kind of abdomen type of stuff. So, what you're gonna wanna do, I'm gonna get on down kind of in a plank position. And I'm sure you've seen these before, have you? All right, that's all right. I'm just gonna go through it about the form and everything. So you're gonna get down. You're gonna have your hands underneath your shoulders and have feet roughly that far apart, whatever's comfortable for you.
Like hip length.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're just gonna go up, 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 up. Try to get your knees to your chest as much as you can. And if you can't get your knees there, that's totally fine. Just go up as high as you can. And try to keep your hips low. I'm obviously elevating them a little bit now, but just try to keep them low as possible, whatever's comfortable. And then we are going to do that for 15 reps, 2 sets.
Okay, let's go.
We got it. All righty. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right.
Those weren't as bad as that.
No. They're not terrible. They just are a little intimidating.
Takes it a little.
Yeah. Now, if
But-
we did 25 reps,
Yeah, then I'd be feeling
that would be a little bit much. So we'll do that one more time, and then we're gonna have an abdominal workout right after this one. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Good job. Yeah.
We're
it
gonna
starts-
sweat in here.
I know. It gets hot, doesn't it? And so we are going to do a plank now.
Oh, okay.
So I have designed it so that you do a plank from your, you do a plank on your hands with your shoulders. It's okay. So you're gonna put your hands on the ground and they'll be underneath your shoulders, but if you wanna do it from your elbows, it's a little bit easier, and these are minute-long planks.
Okay.
So, whatever works for you. And also, if you do get tired, you can do it from your knees. And so the main goal of a plank is just to keep your body in a straight line, hips low, but obviously not lower than your shoulder or than your feet. And we'll do it for 1 minute. We'll take a break, do one more.
Cool.
Sound okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. We've got some motivation here.
One, watch out.
So you can do it on your hands. Go on.
Go on.
She just wants to work
go
out
on.
too. Alrighty. So, butt down, a little bit lower. Just gonna check your form. Perfect. And now you'll want to keep your core nice and tight as you can. And if that's not comfortable for you, do it on your elbows. It might be a lot easier. If that's more comfortable, no problem. And if you get tired in the middle, go on your knees, alright?
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
And 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, butt down, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's okay, you can take breaks. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, butt down, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Good job. Good job. It's tough. That is a very, very tough abdominal workout.
That one got me sweating.
Yeah, no, that one will get you for sure. But you did a great job. And see, that's the most important thing, is you don't want to push yourself to the point of like complete exertion. Like you put your knees down and you sat down, or you know, put your body on the ground for a minute, you let yourself recover, and then you got right back on top. That's what's important. It doesn't matter that you can't do one for a full minute right now.
Yeah.
It's important that you are able to lift your body off the ground.
Yeah.
That's like that's a great starting point. A lot of people can't even do that. And so you just keep rolling with that, and with practice, it's gonna get even better.
Yep.
And we're gonna be able to do minute-long planks for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna have one more of those, and we can split it up into 30 seconds if you want. We can do 30 seconds, take like a 15-second break, and then do the rest of 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's do
Is that better?
Yeah.
Most likely. And you can also put your knees down, just try your best with that if you want. It doesn't matter, whatever's comfortable to you. This is a good introduction. Are you ready to begin?
Yep.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, butt down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Great job. Pause there. And I'm noticing with your shoulders, maybe it might help, it may not, if you lower your shoulders a little bit and try to bring them back, because you're a little bit hunched like that, and that can put a lot of tension in between your shoulders. That might actually make the exercise a little more difficult.
Okay.
So if you want to I'll count us out, but I'll like kind of just work on your form
Yeah.
for this last 30 seconds. We can see if it helps you. If it doesn't, then that's totally fine. We don't have to go right now. We can do whenever you're ready.
Let's just go.
All right. Get it over with. I like it. Motivated. All righty. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That did
You're doing
amazing.
good, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Excellent. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You're killing it. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. You got it. Good job. You killed
Thank
it. Your form looked amazing after we made those just slight
It
adjustments.
did help a lot. I think I was doing something weird for my hips.
Yeah.
Because
You do have some hip trouble as well, though, don't
I
you?
do. I
Yeah.
do. So I think I was like putting more weight or like more like lean on
Yeah.
this side,
Mhm.
making it like harder on my body. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we were able to work that out, and you felt the difference.
I did.
And you see, before you were going for like 10 seconds. That last 10 seconds, perfect, and it didn't look nearly as hard as
Yeah,
any of those other
It
times.
was definitely better.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad we were able to do that one. And now we are going to do our tricep dips. So, what we're gonna do, I'll hold the back of the chair just to make sure it doesn't tip or anything. So you're gonna start out like this, knees at 90 degrees. We're gonna put our hands kind of basically underneath our butt a little bit, hold on to the edge of the chair nice and tight. We're gonna move our body out this way, and then we're just gonna go down, bring your arms to a 90 degree, go back up.
Cool.
1, 2, and you can do them nice and slow. You don't have to do them fast, whatever pace you're comfortable with. And that one is gonna be 10 reps, 2 sets, just because it's kind of hard on your arms. Perfect. I got the chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. That was really good form. Your elbows are going to a nice 90 degree. It was very controlled pace. A lot of times they say when you're doing the movement where you're pushing away from the body, that's the strengthening part. That's going to be faster than the movement that you're going down. So that's the lengthening part.
Okay.
And so normally people will do it in counts of like 2 or something. Let me show you. So a lot of times we'll go out like this, get in position, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2.
Oh.
So it's about, half the length. You don't
Yeah.
have to time it like that. That's just like kind of helpful to like building muscles and stuff like that. So if
Yeah.
you want to do count 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty. One more time. Are you ready?
Go.
All right. Keep up the good work. Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Excellent. You feeling the burn in your arms a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like my shoulders, like.
Maybe, are you keeping your shoulders a little bit higher up?
I think so, probably.
A lot of times if you drop your shoulders while you're doing it, I know it can be kind of hard. It is a lot more like easy to go up.
Yeah.
And I find myself doing it too, but if you drop your shoulders and keep them back, it really does help a lot of the movements. All right, well, we're almost done with the vigorous part. We just have one more.
Cool.
This one isn't terrible.
I love this little.
I know you're excited to use this. That's important. We want to use stuff that makes you happy. So what you're going to do is you're going to start out with it underneath the foot of the arm that you're going to be working. These are going to be bicep curls.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you can adjust the resistance. You don't have to use all that. You can lighten it to make it easier. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Find where I want to be. It's a little bit tough. And then you're going to begin kind of at your hip, and you're going to do a slow, controlled movement upwards, up to your chest, and then slow, controlled back. This, since it's a resistance band, it's going to want to like snap your arm up and down, and that hurts your elbow a lot. So you want to make sure that your movements are very deliberate and controlled.
Okay.
And you're going to want to keep your arm into your body, very close to the side, elbow stays right where it is. Just imagine this is the only part of your arm that should be moving.
Okay.
Hip to shoulder.
Okay.
All right, you ready? And I believe we're going to do that for 10 reps, 2 sets, each arm.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, excellent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Now you can switch arms. You want to make sure you go all the way down. I know that there's no more resistance down there, and so it's just kind of like you want to stop wherever the resistance stops. Just make sure to go for your full range of motion there. 1, excellent. 2, great. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to turn it in that way a little bit. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. One more on each side. We're good on the exercise part. We'll move to the cool down after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, you're done. You're done. Not 11. Sorry, got distracted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, you killed that. Good job. done with the workout part. We're gonna do a little cool down, let our muscles kind of chill out, and we're all done after that. All right, so I think you'll like the cool down part. You said you like yoga and stretching.
I do.
Wonderful. So the first one we're gonna do is a calf stretch.
Okay.
There's a couple ways to do this.
Wow, go on.
And the first way that we're gonna do is, this is a more mild calf stretch if yours are really tight. So you're gonna put one foot forward and you're gonna put one foot backward. And then you're gonna lean into this foot almost in a lunge. It really depends on the tightness of your calf. Some people will be right here, but you're gonna lean forward and you're gonna feel a stretch all along the back of your leg, but mostly in your calf. And you're gonna wanna make sure that this front leg, that the knees stay behind the toes, otherwise you're at risk for injury.
Okay.
So, whenever you're ready, we'll lean forward. And do you feel the stretch in your calf yet? You may have looser calves,
Yeah.
and so we can do a different stretch if that's the case.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to this little heater thing here, and we're gonna put the toe.
Oh yeah, these get me.
We're gonna put the toe there, and then we're just gonna slowly lean into it.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, now you can switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. And see, you can see the first stretch wasn't working for you because your calves are more like flexible and they just require more stretch, probably because your ankles are more flexible. And so that's a perfect one right there.
Yeah, that's
and
what I do when I run.
Perfect. And
That one has never gotten me. Like, I don't
it just
feel.
doesn't do it.
I can go like all the way. You know, I know I'm not so past my knee, my toe, but I don't feel anything.
That's all right. That's totally fine. Some exercises work better for others. And so our next one that we're gonna do is it's called a side bench stretch.
Okay.
And so we're gonna place our feet farther than shoulder width apart, whatever you're really comfortable with. You don't have to make it too far, otherwise that's just not gonna, it's not gonna give you anything beneficial.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place one hand on the side that you're gonna lean into and on your hip, and then you're gonna lean over to the side. You're gonna take this other arm and stretch it out like you're trying to reach for something. And you'll just want to go to the point of mild discomfort. If it's painful in any way, you need to back off a little bit, bring yourself a little more upright, and just kind of stay there for 15 to 30 seconds. I'll count you to 15, and then we're going to go, we're going to repeat to the other side. And you're going to make sure your shoulders are straight. It's easy to want to kind of lean into it when you do this.
Yeah.
You want to keep it back.
Okay.
All right? Watch out for her too. Perfect.
So.
And then you're going to put one hand, whichever hand you want, and you don't have to lean your hips in one way. You want to keep them straight in the middle. And you're going to put your hand on your hip, and then we're going to slowly start leaning to the side of the hand. Bring this arm up and, and stretch that way to the point of where you're comfortable, where you feel a stretch, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Perfect. Shoulder back. Awesome. You're pretty centered. That's great. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, and now you can switch to the other side. To the point at which you're comfortable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. I'm sorry. I keep counting. All right. Last stretch we're going to do. It's going to be a lunge with a spinal twist.
Cool.
So, keep going, pumper.
Go ahead.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a lunge. I'll show you first. You go to the point at which you're comfortable. Once again, knees are behind the toes. And then you want to keep this leg straight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down. We're going to put our hand on the ground. And then we're going to reach back and put this up.
This is a yoga pose.
It is a yoga pose.
Watch out.
Exactly.
Get it out of my way.
And then we're just gonna hold that for however long. So if you put one leg forward, bend the front leg. Perfect. Excellent angle. Back leg straight, hand on the floor. And then great. And your shoulders are perfectly in line. You're not leaning forward at all. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alrighty. Now we'll change to the other side. Excellent. Perfect. Hand down, up. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great. Awesome. Well, that concludes our workout. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel a little sweaty.
A little sweaty, that's all right. You feel a little bit of energy coming
Yeah,
through you.
For sure.
Maybe a little bit tired, but at the same time you got a little bit of endorphins going.
For sure. That's the first time I've done something in my body in a while, so it feels good.
It feels good. The
Feels
stretching
nice.
is also very nice because at the same time it works your muscles while cooling you down.
Definitely.
Is there any questions you have for me? Any issues that you had with anything that I could resolve?
No, I think you're a great
Trainer?
Yeah, I was like exercise something.
Exercise person. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
perfect. I will see you for our next session. We'll increase the difficulty a little bit, and we're going to keep going on that path, and we're going to have you do some of this stuff at home by yourself, because obviously you can do it at home, and it's a pretty good workout. It
Yeah.
doesn't require many things like a gym membership. So thank you so much. You have a great night.
You too.